Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. Today I wanted to take some time and actually go over 3 of my favorite altcoin setups, and I'm actually going to be sharing with you guys these 3 coins that I posted signals for that are in profit, and I'm going to be explaining to you guys how to find these profitable trade setups. I'm going to be going through explaining all 3 of these trading plans and explaining how and why I took the trade so that you guys can understand how to profit in these markets, how to find profitable trade setups, and how you can actually go out, find all of the same coins doing exactly the same things as these are, and you guys are actually going to be able to find those, invest into those, and make instant profit. It's so important that me, as somebody that likes to show you guys how to kind of guide yourself inside of these markets, it's important that I share with you guys how to actually come up with a trading plan and how to trade that trading plan through. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure that you guys click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. Now with that being said, guys, I also have a Discord server, and this is the fastest growing and the best Discord community in all of cryptocurrency. It's free for anybody that wants to join. All you guys got to do is click in the description of this video, and there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord. Now on the Discord, I also offer my more exclusive content like the video course and Signal. So if you're somebody that wants to follow my educational content, or you guys want to copy my portfolio and all the trades that I take, make sure that you guys stay all the way to the end of this video, because I'm going to be taking a couple minutes to explain how you guys can sign up, the pros, and then what it comes with. Alright guys, we got a lot of really exciting charts today, so without further ado, let's jump right in the video. Alrighty guys, so here we are. Today we're going to be looking at TOMO chain, we're going to be looking at iExec RLC, and then we're going to be finishing up with Solana. Now what I wanted to go through here was actually my trading plan, where we took the trade posted in the signals, and how I went about actually doing so. Now what I want to talk about today is these are 3 coins that were posted inside of the signals, so make sure that if you guys watch this video and if you find any value in what I'm doing, you like what you see, make sure that you guys check out the signals that I offer in my Discord, because this is really where you're going to be able to copy these trades and make all of these same trades that I'm going to show you today. Now these were just 3 of the coins that I've recently took trades in over the last 2 months, and these are 2 that I thought are just performing really well. They're starting to break out, so I figured it would be a good time to talk about them. Now the first one on the list today is going to be TOMO chain. I really liked TOMO chain for the simple reason that this was pretty much our base support, and we'll make that a little bit bigger here. This was our base support that we saw, and you know, we impulsed in 2018 and then we sold off, and this was the lowest point that we made. We ended up impulsing here, selling all the way back down, and then reaccumulating back on this same support level, kind of impulsed again, and then came back down to reaccumulate one final time, and now we're actually breaking out of that. And so when I saw this trade set up, you guys got to remember that the price was only right here. This is where I took the trade, was right around this point right here, and the reason for this is because I saw a big rounded bottom formation. Anytime you have a big support level that isn't being broken and falling below, meaning we're not making lower lows, that's always a really good sign. And what we see here is a lot of this choppy action, right? Lots of stabs up and down, but we're never ever breaking below the support level. This is what's called a rounded bottom. Anytime you see lots of choppy action and it's coming towards the terminal end of a support floor, then oftentimes this is what you see. And this is what we saw all the way through here. Now what I liked most about this chart was the way I like to go about this is I'll generally take a descending resistance and draw a downtrend, because obviously there's a point inside of this trend where, you know, we get rejected, because up to this point, every time we hit this level, we fall lower, and we just barely got outside of that. So one of the first things that I actually draw on a chart when it comes to looking for trades is I'll draw the descending resistance, because this is going to show you guys the big picture trend of the entire market. In this case, this is a bear trend because we've been going down. Now, even though we've been accumulating sideways, this is just kind of contracting, and it goes tighter and tighter until finally, you know, you get what is, you know, we see this volume outbreak down here at these terminal end lows of the correction, and then we start to break up and over. Now, when I look at this chart, this green line over here is actually where we took the trade, and from that point, you know, we're already up about 60%. So this one's just barely started. I actually plan on holding this one a while longer because I see a lot more potential. Now, the reason why I took this trade was because on the shorter time frames, if we were to take from this high and draw a descending resistance through here, we can actually see that at this point here, we actually broke out and I'll zoom in here, we actually broke out of this descending resistance here, retested it, and then we got a couple different retests in this area. That was when I took the trade, was when I started seeing that type of action playing out. Now, when you look at these charts, guys, you're going to be able to find this on all multitudes. Now, I'm looking at the Bitcoin pair right now, but we would have saw roughly the same sort of things on the dollar pair. Really, what you want to buy is support. Whenever we're coming back down to a major support level, that's the time to accumulate. Now, whenever we see breakouts of major descending resistances, like this one or like the bigger one from up here, that shows a trend reversal. This was the short-term bear trend. We reversed that, so I took the trade, and now I'm actually going to be holding much longer because of the fact not only did we break this short-term downtrend, but we broke this one as well, right here. So all of the downtrends have been broken from. In my opinion, this is what's going to take us into a much bigger impulse. That's going to take us upwards of here, which, you know, if we looked at the price, that's going to be like, you know, 16,000 Satoshis approximately. I could be wrong because I'm not looking at the actual live chart on TradingView, but this is the level that I expect it to come and hit. You know, we might rally up to here, correct, and then I think that we're going to get a pretty quick impulse that's going to take us fast up to these all-time high levels. And so, you know, guys, when we find the breaks of these descending resistances, we want to take the trade because oftentimes that signals a major impulse that is coming. Now, from where I'm going to be looking to take some profits, that's going to be about 235%, so a 2.35x return. And, you know, guys, this has been easy. This is just the way that all of these altcoins have been looking, and so that's why you really should join the signals so that we can make these same profits together. Now, let's actually dive into the next coin on the list, which is going to be iExec RLC. Now, this is the one that I've actually made the most money out of in the last month. We've had a lot of really good winners, VeChain, Zilliqa, you know, a lot of these other ones like Quant, but iExec has been one that's really performing well, and I don't see this slowing down anytime soon. Now, this green line is where we took the trade, so currently where we're sitting right now, we're currently up about 250%. So this one is up 2.5x, which is just phenomenal, guys. All of these altcoins are doing this, little 2x, 3x moves, and we're able to just kind of rinse and repeat. Buy one, make the 2 to 3x, sell that, flip the profits into something else, and then repeat the cycle. And that's why these markets are so powerful, guys, is because it really, sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 right trades to really blow up your account balance. And, you know, obviously you don't want to go over leverage yourself because that's just showing greed. But oftentimes, you know, if we have a certain account and we're working with it, say we have $1,000, you know, we have a $1,000 position, this thing goes up 2.5x, you know, you've got a lot of money now ready to unload into another trade. And so you could take another 1,000 and do the same thing. And then, you know, pretty soon it's not very far off and you've got 10 grand sitting in your account, and it's all because of 2 trades. And so that's why it's so important to compound interest inside of these markets, especially with how early we are right now. And what I saw with this one was more or less just a pattern that I saw on a lot of other altcoins. And if we come over here, I'm actually going to be taking a chart of ZRX because this is the reason why I found this setup. And this is, guys, this is actually one of the easiest parts of my trading plan, where all I do is find coins that have already pumped that looked very similar to the other ones, and then find the ones that haven't pumped and bought those. So what I did was I actually accumulated some ZRX down in here, and then it pumped super hard, and I saw this exact same pattern playing out on a lot of the other ones. And in fact, if we come over here and actually overlay this chart on RLC, you guys are going to be able to see that we saw pretty much the same sort of accumulation here. Now, the only real difference is iExec took a little bit more time on the accumulation end, whereas ZRX just immediately pumped, but it doesn't really change anything. Overall, this was obviously the same exact pattern. And when I bought this, it was clear back in here where it really looked the same. And so I just had to hold it a little bit longer for it to actually come into fruition. But guys, this is one of the other easy things about having a trading plan. It's simple as finding an entry point, you know, taking this little trading plan tool, and then, you know, measuring your risk. So let's say, the way I like to do it is I only take a trade unless it has a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, no matter what. So what that means is if I'm risking 10%, that's where my stop loss is going to be. You know, I draw a line down here, we'd set the stop loss, let's make it red so it's easier to see, and then I would come up with a target price. For me, my target price was much higher, it was up here, and that would be my target. And this is a trading plan. So basically, if the price goes down 10%, it's going to stop me out immediately. If it goes up, I'm going to be taking my profits up here, and that's the way a trading plan works. Now, this is kind of a high place to take profits, but for me, I'm holding longer term. So maybe for some of you guys, maybe you should be taking profits right now because we just started this impulse. Now, this is the way I like to make a trading plan. It's really simple, and what a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio means is that if I'm risking 10%, then my winner has to be at least 3 times that. So in this case, it would have to be 3 or 30%. So I'm risking 10% to possibly get 30%. So that's a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. You can do this to 1% risk, or you could do a 1% stop loss and a 3% win. And you could trade on intraday time frames like that with leverage, or you can use like what I'm doing and just do 10% stops, or maybe even a bigger stop, 20% stop, and then I have a higher target. It's really just up to you guys. For me, I don't like to go over 10%. If it goes down 10%, I'm just going to chalk it off as a loss, but that's the way I actually make a plan. And so with what we're seeing right now, we took the trade, we're up already 2.5x, and from where I'm actually going to be looking to scale out, I actually think that we'll be going a lot higher. So in that case, it'd be like 5x. So this is why it really does pay to follow somebody that knows what they're doing, because it's literally, for me, it's as simple as just copying and pasting another chart that looks similar over these, and then I can just make money. And I've already up 2.5x off this. And what's really cool is the fact I sold ZRX profits to rebuy the dip down in here, and now I'm just making pure money. And that's what's fun about crypto, is the fact that you don't have to be an expert. You can make some profits, sell your profit, dump it into something else that's lagging. That thing's going to catch up, and then you literally just created passive income in and of itself out of nothing, out of thin air, just because you took a profitable trade. And so that's really the way that I've been doing it. Now let's dive into the last one on the list today. This is our bigger winner so far, and this is Solana. Now this is a really cool chart that I bought early on. I actually bought it right here during this retest. And the reason why I bought this, if we actually come over here, was this green line here. This was a resistance. Let's pretend that this was our resistance, right? So we're going to make it red. This was our resistance, right? Lower lows, lower highs, getting rejected the whole way down on this trend, until finally we hit a low. We impulse, we fail to break out here, and here. We fall again, we fail to break below this low. We come up to retest the resistance, reject once, twice, fall to the low one more time, and then we broke out of it. So this move right here, where we broke out and then we started selling off, this is what's called a support and resistance flip. This is where resistance, or once was resistance, now becomes support. So we got the breakout, and then we flipped this level, and then what happens shortly after is the profits. And this is an obvious pattern that you guys are going to be able to follow on any time frame. You're going to be able to see this on any chart. It doesn't matter. And this is a really profitable one to find, because what we're looking for is trend reversals, whether it's a downtrend. So in this case, this was the downtrend, getting rejected, lower lows, lower highs, until we broke out here. That shows the trend reversal. This is the sideways accumulation, where we have a support floor, which was here. Make this one green, where we have a failure to break below this level. And now we have a resistance level here, where we fail to break above this, where this is just trending sideways. This was downtrend. This was trending sideways, and then with this breakout here signaled the start and the reversal point of the bull run. And that's what we've seen up to this point. And so, we entered the market down here. From where we entered, we're currently sitting at about 120%. I still think this one sees a lot more upside potential, and so I'm going to keep holding this. But this is just another example of a simple trading plan. All of what you guys are going to find if you do, in fact, join the signals. I highly recommend that you guys do that, because for real, when you get into these markets, you're either going to be paying in losses, or you're going to be paying in education, or you could pay somebody else that you could just copy their portfolio, which in my case, that's what I offer inside of the signals. We have so many of these trades going up. It's just shooting fish in the barrel. You buy one, it pumps. You buy another, it pumps. You buy another, it pumps. Very rarely have we been getting stopped out. And that's just the fun point of the market cycle, where no matter what, everything's just kind of trending up. Bitcoin dominance is selling off, which means altcoins have just been popping off across the board. We've seen Lend, which was a cryptocurrency, do a 10x return. I didn't call that one, but that's just how some of these altcoins have been popping off. And I don't think that it's going to slow down anytime soon. So if you're somebody that wants to get access to any of this stuff, you want to follow this, you want to be able to copy my portfolio, you want to follow my trading plans, the video course is going to teach you guys how to actually do all of these things, how to do it independently on your own, but the signals are going to be a way for you guys to just copy my portfolio. Or if you're somebody that wants to do both, you want to learn how to educate yourself on all of the skills, and you want to copy my portfolio, you guys can actually get both of those. I really do recommend you guys check them out, whether it's one, whether it's the other. If you're somebody that wants to learn how to trade, whether you just want to copy my portfolio, they're really going to help you guys out a lot. And so all you guys got to do to join is click in the description of this video. There you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord. Click on that, and once you guys have access, just shoot me a message or any of the 6 moderators a message, and we will be here to help you guys get started today. Feel free to reach out on email. Feel free to reach out on Facebook, Twitter. I've got a multitude. They're all in the description. Just find me, message me, and I will get back to you with all of the information needed on how to sign up today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.